is open, everything is possible. I am Dr. Marilyn Powers, co-founder of the I Am Foundation, and here is Mary Carmen.
Hi, Mari Carmen Reyes is my name, and I'm coordinator of educational programs for La Luz Center, as well as family advocate for our family services program.
Recently, we came here and gifted over 150 families the I Am Affirmation book, Discovering the Value of Who You Are, in Spanish and English, to the children. And can you say a little bit about La Luz?
Of course, La Luz is very, very grateful for the gift that was given to us. Muchas gracias, de verdad. For me, Spanish and English comes out. You know, for me, Spanish, when I feel a lot of love, you know, it comes out. And so for La Luz means the light in English, and it's an organization that came from the light. It was started as a church group 20 years ago, to gifting clothes and food to people who needed it. And today, now we are here 20 years later with the new mission of empowering our community through education, leadership, and self-advocacy.
And that's what the I Am Affirmation book is about. It's helping children focus on what's good and right about them, and inspiring them to express their talents and gifts and make a positive difference in the world. Mary Carmen, can you tell us how this program is affecting the children and the families?
We as La Luz, after 20 years, we've now been focusing more on the communication between our parents and our children, and of course the schools. It's very important that, especially with the generational gaps, our children know how to communicate and are proud of who they are and where they come from. And so I think this is great to be able to know that the children are aware that they need to be proud of their parents, because sometimes they're ashamed because they don't want to speak their mother language and they think that English is better. And of course English is our home language here, but they also need to learn how to be proud of who they are in order to be able to always have their head up high.
And what's so amazing about the I Am Affirmation book, in English and Spanish, there are 32 affirmations, and they can be read or spoken aloud in English and Spanish. It supports literacy in families. Sometimes the parents don't speak English. Sometimes the children are learning both Spanish and English, and this supports literacy for the entire family. Mary Carmen, can you give us some comments and feedbacks about the I Am Foundation's book gifting program at La Luz and what you heard?
Well, I'll start with our executive director, Yvonne Hall, who's been here for a couple months. But as you noticed, we had 4 of our board members there, and one who gifted all of the cake and hot chocolate for the kids. They were extremely happy. Just the fact that we're able to have a very supportive board is great. They were shocked. They were just incredibly. It was unbelievable, because they said, how did you see the children, being able to physically feel the power of the words and their faces, and just having the parents with the children there. It was incredible, and I could see how this impregnated even to kids as young as 2 years of age. So the importance of it being able to really work with their children from 0 to 5, and making them know how important they are since they're very, very small. In my case, my nephew came, and he does not stop. It's been a week, and he does not stop saying, yo soy, and he doesn't even speak Spanish, and so he just keeps saying it, but he puts the hand up as we did it. And so definitely he knows how the power of the word goes with the affirmation. So that's an example for a 2-year-old. Another example is for a 16-year-old who was actually my student 5 years ago when I worked at the newcomer program. He kept hugging me and hugging me and hugging me. It's like, Maestra, I haven't seen you in a long time. Do you know I love you? I was like, and we could not stop hugging. And I said, I love you too. And they have been going through such a hard time that he's been put into a center for helping at-risk boys. And the day that day I hadn't seen him for a couple of years, and he said, I am so happy that there's people that really want to change the future and make a happy and optimistic future for children. Thank you to them. So it's from all ages, and parents were very, very happy for all the positive words that were given to empower them. It's been a hard time with the recession and other things going on in our society right now that really make it sometimes very morally hard for a community to continue to have faith. So thank you so much to the I Am Foundation, la Fundación Yo Soy. Muchísimas gracias de todo corazón por hacer un cambio y una diferencia en esta vida que es de todo el mundo. Gracias.
And what was so amazing at the event, we had from Aztec TV, what is her name, Karina?
From Azteca America, Karina Garcia, she's my best friend. Azteca America is it's a national TV station from Mexico, which is TV Azteca, but here in the United States it became transnational, and here it's called Azteca America, and she works in covering the North Bay area, the San Francisco Bay Area.
And what was so dynamic was she and I went back and forth affirming the affirmations in English and in Spanish, and it was like a dance going back and forth. I am, and I am made from love. I'm curious, what does the gift of a book mean to a child in this community?
It means hope, faith. It means better grades also, having more value in education. Unfortunately, sometimes in our community, depending where they come from, if it's either rural or metropolitan, hunger is first, and you must eat first. So sometimes our families focus on working and being able to feed the children. But now we have the opportunity here to be able to feed our children with literacy, because that's what's going to make a better world for them. They're going to be able to have better jobs, and they're going to be able to feed their children and have, of course, a better opportunity and live the American dream that many people come to live here, which is having the basic needs of having food, shelter, a job, and of course education.
I'm curious, would you recommend this program that the I Am Foundation does to other organizations?
Recommend it without hesitation 1,000 times, miles de veces. It's incredible. You'll see the book, the beginning, but once you open it, it has this energy that just comes out from it for kids of all ages, from babies or toddlers to grandparents, and it's incredible. For me, when I met Marilyn and Stephen, and I felt the spirituality. And these books are just the color, the pictures, the nature, being able to appreciate who we come from, which is our Mother Earth, and being able to understand also where we come from, our indigenous past, and how they always appreciate and thank nature for what we have, because that's how we can eat and live.
Thank you so much for empowering each other to make a positive difference in the lives of these children.
Thank you. Million thanks to Christopher Oscar, real estate agent from District 21 here in Sonoma, California, for thinking of La Luz Center, for thinking of our community, for just having that incredible gift of kindness. When I met him, I said, you know, my biggest objective is to be able to create cultural integration in our community, for everyone to be able to love each other past any cultures or races, especially in these times where we need to be together. It's just a time where instead of hatred, we need to be able to love each other and see past any differences and know that we are a jigsaw puzzle and that we all have something in common, and that's what puts us together.
In closing, I think of the affirmation, and maybe you'll say it after me in Spanish. I am greatness.
Yo soy grandeza.
And I know that others are greatness too.
Y yo sé que otros también son muy grandes.
If you ask me about yourself,
Si me preguntas de ti misma,
I will tell you,
yo te diré
so are you.
que tú también lo eres.